Hello friends and welcome back to Joyful Half Acre. I'm Kim and today I'm going to update you all on how I'm doing with my 2020 goals. I set 5 goals for myself for this year and I'm going to let you know how I'm doing. And yes, we're going to talk about sugar a little bit here in just a minute. But first, my first goal is planting. I set a goal to plant one new thing every week in 2020. And I've done really good, and I'll show you what I've got planted and how it's doing. The tomato plants were from last year, but they're still growing, and the poinsettias are still going good. They were a gift from my neighbor friend, and they are still looking beautiful. Okay, the first thing this year I planted was this lettuce, and it's growing up good. This one didn't do quite as well, but they're still growing, and I should be able to get some lettuce from them. Next thing I started was some herbs. My basil is doing really nicely here. And I have one lone little thyme plant in there, if you can see that little bit of green. And that's it. The rest of this is empty. That's about my track record anyway. About half of what I plant doesn't grow or dies, so I'll take it. And then my strawberries, look at those beautiful strawberry plants growing. There's quite a few growing in there. It's really hard to see because they're so tiny, but they are in there. I should have lots of strawberry plants. Planted onions, and then I realized I may have done that one way too early, but yeah, oh well, it's an experiment. We'll see what. Then I also repotted my aloe plant, which is going to be much happier than in the tiny little pot I had it in. So far, this is a success. I've planted something every week, and I have a goal and a plan that I have marked out of what to grow which week this spring anyway, and so I'm excited to keep putting things in the dirt and growing things and have a huge garden this spring and summer. Goal number 2, exercise. This one I did really good on the first week or 2 of the month, and then we all caught the flu. So I had it also. So then I didn't exercise that week. I was sick, and then it took me a couple days to get back into it. So now I've been doing it for a week again, and I feel great. I love exercising. It's really hard to talk this way and walk at the same time. Maybe I'll just stop that. I really enjoy exercising, taking walks and running and stuff. I enjoy it better outside, but it's winter and cold, so treadmill it is. I think this is one of those habits that I enjoy so much that I should be able to keep this up the rest of the year, hopefully. And goal number 3 was no sugar, flour, or junk food. This one I did great on all but 3 days. This last weekend, I don't know what it was, but I all of a sudden had a craving for sugar really bad, and I thought, that's okay, I'll buy ice cream and chocolate covered raisins. This was a large bag of them, and I ate most of them in 3 days. I actually hid these because I don't want to eat anymore, and they are so addictive. So I'm not gonna finish those, at least not right now. And ice cream. For some reason, in me anyway, and it might be in you, you might want to think about it. For some reason, ice cream triggers anxiety really badly in me. Sugar does anyway. If I eat lots of junk food, sugar, and not so much flour. Flour is more digestive issues in me. But the junk sugar stuff really triggers my anxiety. And I do great as long as I stay away from the junk. And all I had was one bowl of ice cream, and Saturday night I felt like I wanted to run away from myself. My brain wouldn't shut off. I had trouble going to sleep. it even carried over into the next day. On Sunday, I was having terrible anxiety issues all day. And by Monday, it was going away a little bit. Ice cream is one of those things that I'm just gonna have to completely stay away from if I want to stop having anxiety issues. Staying away from the sugar also greatly helps. I am a cookie addict, and so I have to completely stay away from them. I am terrible if I eat one cookie or one handful of chocolate covered raisins. I crave more and more and more, and I have trouble stopping. So for me personally, I have to just stay completely away from that type of stuff. I know some people can have a cookie and not eat anymore, and that's great. If that works for you, that's great. Some people though are probably like me and have that craving really badly after you have one. So me personally, I'm just gonna stay away from all the sugar and the fake stuff, and hopefully I don't have another fallback. I'm gonna chalk this one up to a win because I did great most of this month. So 3 days, it seems like when I do things like that and eat the junk and have a couple days of it, it gets less and less every time, because I realize every time that why am I being that stupid to myself? I know this affects me bad. So every time I do mess up and eat something bad, I jump back on the healthy eating bandwagon much quicker each time, it seems like. So I am hopeful that I can stay away this time, and I just want to encourage you, if you have any anxiety issues at all, really evaluate what you're eating. Be honest with yourself on how healthy things are. Sometimes things just have a little food dye, corn syrup in them, or there's just many things that can trigger it, and different people have different triggers. Some people can eat some things and be fine, and others and not. Personally, I can eat chips and it doesn't affect me at all, anxiety-wise or feeling bad at all. Some people it might because of what's in it. But so just, I encourage you to look at your food, what you're eating, honestly, and see what might trigger anxiety in you. And goal 2.3, and I'm calling it that because it depends on goals 2 and 3 on whether I meet this goal, and that is to lose weight. And yes, I have. I have lost 2.5 pounds. Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna show you what I weigh. I might sometime, but not until I lose even more. I'm not that brave yet. But yes, 2.5 pounds. Would I like to have gained? Yeah, right. Would I like to have lost a ton more? Definitely. My goal was like 10 pounds. Don't we always set huge goals for ourselves that are pretty much unattainable? At least I do. But I am happy with the 2.5. And I'll tell you why. I was a little disappointed at first, but if you think about it, 2.5 pounds a month times 12 months in a year, that's 30 pounds. I hope I did that math right. If I messed up, I'm gonna feel stupid. But 2.5 times 10 is 25 plus 2 more months. That's 30. Yes, I think that's right. 30 pounds in a year. That's a lot, people. So yeah, if I can just keep up what I've already done, which is pretty easy, and I can, I'm gonna meet my goal this year. So I am really happy with that. And goal number 4 is raise our own meat, but obviously that ain't happening right now. And my final goal is something else I haven't started yet, is to accomplish a couple big projects. One of them will be like mid-year and the other one at the end of the year, and they're things I'm working on, but right now I'm not doing a whole lot on them. So that'll be closer to them. I'll show you what I'm doing there. So how have you done this month and this year so far on your goals? I'd like to hear in the comment section below. Are you accomplishing your goals, or has the month kind of gotten away from you and you need to maybe reevaluate your goals or recommit yourself? And I am excited to continue with my goals and continue doing good, and I'm just really excited for this year to continue and to, I don't know, just really excited that I'm accomplishing things. So thanks for watching today, friends. I hope you'll like, subscribe, and continue to join us in this joy-filled life. Thanks.